Here's a fun fact. Among Us is the first game I ever quit because I was bored, and then had a panic attack afterwards because I was worried my friends wouldn't want to hang out with me anymore if they found out I didn't like their thing. This is something that can happen to you if you've got a sufficiently wiggly brain. A sudden anxiety flare-up over the irrational fear that all the people you love are only going to communicate through the medium of that one thing you hate from now on. And you'll be left out. Forever.
A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
It's fear that's hard to take seriously because it is both irrational and deeply childish. There's a little bit of a 6-year-old crying because their best little buddy's hanging out with someone else that day in there. But let's not kid ourselves, we're all large children with delusions of grandeur still learning how to play with toys. Being part of this weird little internet community has taught me one thing, it's that. The second game I quit because I was bored and then had a panic attack over was Dungeons & Dragons. Sorry, Travis, if you're hearing this for the first time. I really didn't like the 3-hour-long ghost battle, and when you wheeled in the next boss right after, this is why my spontaneous internet outage was so poorly timed. Sorry again, Travis. But...
Ardew. Next you must find the secret city under the earth.
When?
When you have purified your mind as you have your body.
But how will I know?
Why are you so impatient?
Because I love you and I want you to forgive me.
Remember all that you see.
I'm making a map.
When you are ready, you will need no map.
There's blood on my knife!
When I was like, hey, I don't think anyone actually understands that I don't know anything about D&D. Like, I don't know how to make my guy. I don't know what any of these things mean or do, and having to file a tax return for the guy before I even get to know him is like not particularly fun for me. And everyone was just like, just use your imagination. And I think in the future that advice should probably be amended to, you want to write cleric, because there's a really tall ghost that everyone needs to fight a little way down the line, and if nobody writes in cleric, that shit's gonna take 3 hours. I'm taking shots everywhere today, no one's safe. The main chink in my nerd armor, my one big, unforgivable nerd sin, is that I do not get Dungeons & Dragons. D&D, as far as I can tell, is part nerd improv, part self-assigned homework, and part endlessly rolling stupid dice with too many edges because nobody wrote down cleric. I've tried twice now with 2 different groups. Both times I've been the guy coming in the door going, hey, I don't know anything about D&D. Both times the gang have gone, that's fine, you don't need to know nothing, it's just imagination. And then linked me like a 3-hour-long tutorial video that I didn't watch. And both times everyone's been very suspect of me when I've asked a question like, what's a kobold? Both times, of course, I've told everyone involved, no, yeah, I'm having a great time. This is my favourite thing. Every session, while I'm actually thinking, I'm about to throw these weird dice in their eyes and make a break for it. That one's a me problem. That's the 6-year-old going, I can't let my friends hang out without me, even if they're doing something that I hate.
Even the darkness is holding its breath inside the apartment.
Mazes and Monsters, 1982, is a movie made by freaks during the Satanic Panic, about how D&D is a cult that's corrupting the youth, such as a young Tom Hanks. There's blood on his knife, sometimes, and making them into violent Satanists. I didn't personally take its warning very seriously. I thought it was hack garbage, and it made me laugh a lot while it was trying to not do that. But looking back, having seen the way that these people play and talk about and act around their evil little game, all I'll say is this: the D&D memes that were linked during our campaign were things that could only be enjoyed by people who've turned their back on hope and goodness in this world. Folk are frequently telling me I'd enjoy Baldur's Gate 3 because I like XCOM and I like Disco Elysium a lot, and it's kind of got the turn-based tacticals of one and the good writing of the other, but the two main points of praise I've heard are that it's a very accurate translation of D&D's rules to a video game, and also that all the funny fantasy elves or whatever are incredibly horny. The latter's probably a byproduct of my exclusively hanging out in spaces for nasty little queer gremlin people who also enjoy video games, but as a sex-repulsed asexual myself, I will pass. Thank you. The former is also the opposite of what I want to hear. If there's a translation of D&D's rules to a video game, I want it to be as inaccurate as possible. That shit is inscrutable and boring, and they make you fight a ghost for 3 hours.